Peeps, Kenny Molotov here in the studio, and I want to talk to you all about a topic that's really important to every person that's getting into the trades or people that are already in the trades, and that essentially is tool theft. Now, I had a situation occur to me a couple of times throughout my apprenticeship that I wanted to talk to you all about because it happens from time to time. You are from time to time approached by individuals that say, hey, you know what, I have some tools. I was just wondering if you needed anything like hammer drills, drivers, skill saws, etc. I had this happen to me literally last week on my last day of work on Friday. And I politely told them, no, thank you, I appreciate the offer, etc. But I wanted to talk to you about what's going on here. From my experience, a lot of times when individuals are doing this, they're either selling their tools that they're literally getting out of the trade and trying to get rid of them, or unfortunately, I find that they are selling tools that are hot, that have been stolen, essentially. Now, I know all of us are really intrigued by it because you're about to get like an $800 drill for a really small portion of the price. And I know we all are suckers for a good deal. I myself am as well. So don't think that I'm not intrigued by temptation. But what I essentially want to say is that the moment you exchange money for a stolen drill, you actually create a market for stolen drills. That's the sad part about it. And in reality, what that basically eventually does is it actually opens the market to your truck being opened up illegally and people taking your stuff. And that's the really scary part about it. It is so direct to the other individuals around you. It's so direct even to yourself that it's counterintuitive to actually go ahead and do it. So if you exchange money for a stolen item, you are literally now saying, look, I like stolen items. If you get me more stolen items, I will go ahead and buy those stolen items. So what ends up happening is when I get approached by individuals like this, I say no right away, but I also get scared right away because in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, wow, if you got these by somebody stealing it from another truck, this individual knows I have a truck. They're talking to me because they know that I'm a plumber. The individual I met on Friday came up to me and said, hey, you're a plumber, right? I go, yeah. He goes, look, I got a bunch of tools. So in my head, I'm going, oh my gosh, am I a target of this next time? Is he in a few months going to be selling my tools to somebody else? And I think the hardest part around it is that A, yes, it's tempting, but B, you really can't produce work without the tools that you have in your truck. You went out and purchased all these tools because they make your life easier, they make your life faster, they make you more efficient, and without them, you become slower, the job becomes more difficult, and all of a sudden, you are charging the customer a little bit more than you should be because you lost that one tool that you need. And God forbid if it's slow at work for you for that month or that week or whatever, now you're gonna actually have a hard time running out and getting that tool again because guess what? Tools are actually expensive. If you're aiming to buy a hammer drill, for example, you're aiming like at $500, $600 just for a drill that looks that big but can go through a cement wall with ease. So I wanted to bring this up because of how prevalent it actually is, and I've seen other tradespersons talking about it as well. So I just want to speak up as well and say, look, it is a devastating thing to occur. If you've ever had anything broken into, you know how vulnerable it makes you feel. You will notice that within the next couple of weeks, you're looking over your shoulder because you feel like you've been targeted. I know for myself, in my experience, my father's truck has been broken into on the driveway. So what eventually happened is he had to actually go out and get a safe that stays in the truck with him at all times, that is constantly locked. And if you ever go into other tradespersons' trucks, you'll also notice that a lot of them carry safes as well because people have a tendency to get a crowbar, break into a truck, or break a window and get into a truck and then just jack all the tools, unfortunately. And I also wanted to reach out to all of you because it is something that we're all affected with, unfortunately, and it's something I think we all have a reason to band together for and try to stop as much as possible. And the one way you can do that is telling all the individuals around you that work with power tools and work with other tools is to say, look, remind them that the moment they buy something that's hot, the moment they buy something that's stolen is the moment they open up a market for stolen products. If people didn't buy stolen products, we would have a different situation on our hands. And remind them as well that the moment that they make that exchange, their tools also are on the market now. Individuals are going to try to find their tools as well. So it's really, really counterintuitive to do it. Doesn't make a lot of sense whatsoever, even though it's really tempting to get something for a really small portion of the price. So peeps, I hope this didn't come across too much as a rant, and I'm sorry if it did, but I wanted to get that out because I am passionate about it. When the individual approached me, in the back of my mind, not only was I like, no, I'm not going to buy your tools, but also I was, like I said before, I felt like I might be the next target. My truck might be the next target for something like this. So please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if something like this has happened to you as it's happened to my father. And let me know what other precautions you journey persons or tradespersons might be taking to make sure that your tools aren't stolen or taken or anything like that. Like, subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you guys very soon. Kenny Molotov, guys. Peace, baby.